Jojo crosses here. This is my video for Murkywoods, a part of Kaylee Games Friendsgiving, sort of like a challenge, but more like just a fun thing we're all doing. There's a bunch of content creators joining in on this. I just wanted to show you the requirements. You can go to her Discord if you want more information. We have Cozy Mama, Emily Squabbles, Highland Cider, Lizzetti Rossetti, Yaya the Fangirl, Crispy Crafts, Ori Plays, April Honey, PC Brian, Nana A's Gaming, Kitty Crosses Animals, Classy Cozy Gamer, Lumi Moon Plays, and me participating in this, as well as Kaylee Games. And we're going to start our entrance for Murkywoods. This is the way it looks now. Obviously, we've got all these trees. I have my pumpkins planted over here that are kind of growing. And lots of these orange trees. I would like to have a lot more of the cedar trees down here and just scatter about some of the orange ones. And then I want this to be kind of a dark, terraformed sort of maybe foresty, cliffy kind of entrance. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop down all of these trees, and so it's gonna be looking a little bare. And then I'm gonna try to move all of these over to a different part of the island, and then I will come back when we have a blank slate and we'll see about what we're gonna get going with on our terraforming. So I won't make you watch all of that. I'll be right back. Okay, just a little progress. We have the area cleared to go up to resident services and all this area here. I did not do every tree. So if you go over here, there's still some trees in and stuff like that. And same with all the way over here on the other side. I only went over a certain amount and I left a couple here. I probably will take these two out actually. And then I put the pumpkin plants back here, and the fully grown ones are on the beach because they're already like to the three. They have 3 of them already, you know. I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab these flowers and put them with their friends, and just kind of get this squared away so that it's free, because what I would like to do is a bunch of terraforming up front here, so that it's very kind of like a big valley, I guess, where you walk through. And I think what we're gonna do is we're going to take it, I don't know, I haven't quite decided yet, but I was kind of thinking it would be kind of neat to have like a almost like you have to walk down this path the entirety of the island. So I was thinking like if we started here. Oh, hi Maple, what's up, girl? Oh, thank you. She's teaching me some, yay, she's teaching me the glee. Yay, I get the musical notes. Okay. Anyway, what I was thinking is that like I could take the path to where you have to come up to resident services, and then you kind of go through this way, and then you travel back around, and you're gonna go, you know, across this direction. So yeah, but let me see about getting some of this terraforming out of the way first, just to get kind of the cliffs put in and stuff like that. So I will get that going, and then I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I'm back. This is where I've gotten so far. So I built some cliffs on either side, and this is just the first layer, and then I have it going all the way around resident services and around the back. This is where the walkway is going to head off over this direction, and I kind of narrowed out the river here. I will put probably a bridge maybe right here. If I can put one of those tiny log bridges, not log, but the you know what I'm talking about, the littler one. I'm gonna try to do that. I don't know if they'll let me, but I've seen other people do smaller ones, so we'll see. Otherwise I may have to terraform it. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to I may have to extend this in just a little bit. I'm not sure, you know, like to come in just a little bit. I feel like it is just, like you can't really see it from the entrance, but I'm not sure. Let me see if that helps a little bit. I don't know. It just, yeah, that's a little bit better. I just want it to, you know, kind of hug you a little bit when you walk in. And I'll be putting trees and all sorts of things on the entryway in here, and a pathway that goes off this way and up to resident services. All right, well, a little bit more progress. Here's the second layer that we went ahead and put up over here. And I have some holes around because that's where I was trying to show like where I would like the trees lining on this one, just so I made sure I had enough clearance. Perfect. Nice. Okay. So far all the trees are going in pretty well the way I want them to. And it's looking very like closed in. Now the thing that's gonna make it is that we're gonna put trees all along here, and we're gonna put a pathway in and all of that, mush items, you name it. Same with up here, you know, we're gonna definitely get it all dolled up with some items, so it's not just gonna be plain old and boring, you know? All right, let me finish my terraforming on this side now that I kind of have a direction that we're going in. And I will be right back. All right, so I think I have all the trees planted. And I kind of like their placement and where they are. So we've got this hill up here all covered in trees. We've got this hill over here covered in trees, a little bit of water here and there. And then our pathway is going to come through here and trail off this direction. I will put a couple more trees in here, but I want to get the pathway put in first. So now I'm going to work on doing that. So let me decide which path we're going to do. I think we're going to start bright with like a lighter colored one, and then we're going to go darker as we get deeper into the forest, like towards the back of our island. So at this point in time though, we're going to do the little bit of a lighter code. So let me put that down and I'll be right back. Okay, well, we got our path put in, at least to the point where I want to stop for today. So the path goes up and joins in with resident services, and then it goes over here to this side to take you on this pathway. I have that. Now what I'd like to do is just see what I'd like this entrance to have in it. And so I'm going to go ahead and load my pockets up with some possibilities, and I will be right back. Okay, I got everything in my pockets that I would like to try. I think now what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and put down a couple of little things on the pathway here, just to on either side. And I think I would like to put a couple of mush lamps over here. All right, so I think they are down here. Hopefully it goes right in the middle. Yes, I'm loving that. Perfect. Yay! Okay, a couple little mush lamps. I think right here, if I can get it to fit, I'd like to put a giant vine. I really love those. I think they add such like whimsy and they look really cool. Go out a little more, yes, but no, I think I like it better where it was. Let's put a wheat field like right in here. Now I have two different color wheat fields and I'm not sure which one I want. Let's see. That's the green one, which I like for sure. I don't want the wheat field to be like even Stevens, you know. I want it to look all different. Oh, decayed tree would be great over here. Yes. Let's put that. I think I'm going to push it. How do I have this? Let me push this way. All right, on this side, let's put another wheat field just to kind of even the sides, you know what I mean? So that looks pretty good that way. I'd also like to put a bush in here. I'm spreading out the different kinds of bushes that we're gonna have around here. Okay, can I put a flower? No, I cannot. I need to push this one that way because I want to be able to put a flower here. What color do I want though? I have the red. I was gonna put the black lily. Yeah, because there's green, a lot of green there. So let's put the black lily in there. And then I'm thinking like over here on this side, in front of this tree, let's put red. Let's put, or maybe, let's put white actually. What about a white tulip? I think that looks really nice there. Perfecto. I don't think I can put anything in front of this, can I? Should I have put the, let me see if the lily would have gone here and I could maybe move that other one. Yep. It can. So let me dig out this one. I think I'm going to move that wheat field one more towards the lily so that it's a little bit not right in front of that bush. There it goes. Exactly. So they're a little off kilter, but still even on both sides, if that makes sense, you know? All right. In here, I was thinking, can I get a parasol? Yeah, mush parasol. Can that fit? Okay, it can fit there. Can we push it in one? Yes. Yes, we're going to do the mush log here. I'm going to actually move it down this way. And then I think I'm going to put one of these black bird cages right here. I think that's really cool. Kind of looks a little, you know, I don't know, interesting. I saw where people put like that grandfather clock in the middle of just whatever, and it kind of looked really cool. Okay, let's put another, this time I'm going to put a different color wheat field in front of that. And then if I can, I'm going to put a bush in front of that. And this time we'll put the red hibiscus. What I like about doing the different bushes is A, they have different colors. Like this is a lighter color green right now. Oh my gosh, did I just get myself stuck? No, I'm good. Okay, lighter color green here than the other one that I put down. Also, different times of the year they'll bloom. And so I really am excited about that. And then on this side, I think I'm gonna put this red pansy. Okay, okay, on this side here, put a mush table in right there. Put a mush stool here. And can we put another mush stool like in front of this? So it does look like a cute little seated area. But I do want to put like a little path going up through here over to here. Yeah, all right, I like that. So let me just put, let's see, let's do a green one. And why not do another one in front of that? Like that. We'll put a flower here. I think I'm going to put a green mum. I haven't used that yet. And then behind that, let's put a mush lamp. I have a little mush circle that would be really cute here. Perfect. And then let's, not that you're really gonna see it, but you know what? I'll know it's there. I always say that. I know it's there. So makes it cute to me, right? All right, down here, I think I'll use a little bit more of that patterning and put some mushies on the ground here. The mush log will definitely go here. Let's do this. That can be out. And let's see what can go behind here. This is filled, so we could put a couple of bushes back here. I'm gonna go ahead and put some holly bushes on this island too. Let's go ahead and just fill in another wheat field back here, but I'm gonna put a white one. Let's see, I haven't put any of the red hibiscus yet, I don't think. So we'll put that one down. Oh yeah, I did it on the other side, didn't I? Okay, and then let's put some more flowers out here. Let's put a red hyacinth. We haven't done that one yet. And let's put a black tulip over here. Have not done that yet. And then I think in this little area now, I need to put a few things in my pocket that are small. And then I can put some things on top of those. So let me see what I'd like to put on top of that. Okay, I have a few things in my pocket. So on this one, I want to Let's see. How am I gonna do this? I want to put this place, but I want to turn it because we don't want the pumpkin face to show. We're gonna put down this guy. Spooky tower place. And on this table, let me see, let me turn it a little bit because, let's do this. So we're gonna put pumpkin pound cake, place item. And then we're gonna put Mom's tea cozy in the green color right here. Okay, I'm gonna fix this to where it's a little more even on the table. And then let's turn that. Okay. I want to put this Tree's Bounty lamp on top of it. I think that'd be really cute over there. Alright, so I thought this would be a good place again for another giant vine because it'll even out for the other side, like when you're walking in. You know, I want that right there, I do believe. Because that could look kind of cool if I could get it to squish in over in that little corner. Oh, I can't do it because of this. Plus it's really in the path. So let's see. Even if I could go over one more, I think it would still be sticking out way too much. Let me try moving some things around. Let me do this. Alright, and then let's move this. Because I do like the look of it at the entranceway here. Like it's some kind of, you know, just a little like, little suspicious little location there where we're like, huh, what's in that cave, you know? I think that looks kind of cool. Mush parasol. Oh, the happiness that just brought me right now. Kind of like that one, and we'll put another one over here against that tree. Let's put a red lily. We have not used the red lily yet. We need a little red in this area. Back here, what can we do back here? I have this big antique wardrobe, which I thought, what can I do with this? There we go. All right, I'll push it back one, and I think that's a good shape right there. It's holding it up pretty good as far as adding a little interest as you walk along. And this is where I was like thinking like a bureau or something would look kind of cool, or something like that. This antique wardrobe. It's kind of an unusual thing to put here, but I also kind of like the idea of it, like just kind of being off to the side. And what if we put like a little one of those spooky chairs in here, right there. And on this, I think what I decided is I'm gonna go ahead and put another spooky lantern up here, like up on top. I think that's cute. Just looks like a pumpkin got left up there. Oh no, I can't plant a flower in there either. This spooky tree takes up all the joy. Gosh darn it. Alright, well that's fine. Fine. I think I'll go ahead and plant a hyacinth back here just because I'm not going to be able to fit that much here where you're going to be able to see it. I'm also going to put another spooky tower back here, like right there. And that way you'll kind of see it as you're coming around the corner. I think I might put a little Stonehenge like right in here. What do you think of that? That might be a kind of weird location for it, but then is it? Is it or is it not? I don't know. Let's put a red lily in there to add some color to this location. Let's put a couple wheat fields in here. Nope. Right there. And I think I could put another wheat field in right here. And then maybe I'll go ahead and put another mush lamp right here. So let me put down one of these little, I think I'm gonna put the little mush ring this time. There it is. Display, okay, perfect. And then I'll go ahead and put a mush lamp in there. Cute, all right. And then we can probably put a flower in back behind here. Let's do the black lily again, and then right here we could go ahead and just put a bush. Let's put the red camellia. Yeah, let's do that one. And then on this side, I think we could put another one of these spooky chairs to give, you know, 2 people a place to sit. Let me move that up and in over here just a bit. Oh, that's as far as it'll go. Wheat field. And a bush. Let's put a holly bush over here in honor of, let's put a holly bush in honor of Mima. Wait, what? There is a place to plant it. Oh my gosh, this game, I'm telling you. I'm thinking we could put another mush parasol over here because I like the height it adds and the color. And then I'd like to squeeze in another decayed tree back here. And then let's see if we can get a decayed tree in right here. Oh my gosh, is it 2 o'clock in the game? It certainly is. I gotta get the heck out of this music. So, lucky enough, we are just about done with this build. And I am gonna do the top parts off camera. So let me get the heck out of this music, and I'll be back and we'll do a little tour of this area when it's all complete. So I'll see you guys in just a minute. All right, I think I'm all done. You never know, I might have to do some retouches, but you already kind of saw the entranceway. So this is how we're coming into our little area here, and this is what carries us back into resident services here. You can go one way or the other, and this is the way to get to the back side, which I probably should have put a couple flowers in here, and I did not, so look at me doing this while we're doing our tour. This is the way I roll. I've never done, you know, no space unturned, right? So anyways, okay. So that is this side. And then if you look up here, we've got the back side done of resident services. I went ahead and put up some medieval building sides just to make it look a little more substantial, I guess. Yeah, and then over on this side, just some more decor on that direction. And then whatever could stick up over the top, you know, I just put some stuff over there so you could see it. Hi, Hazel. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a little circle around here so you can kind of see the top of everything, of what's back here. But basically, I just put a bunch of plantings and things up on the top of there. And then we've got all these things out in front, and yeah, that's just to make the hill look nice, you know. So this is the front edge of this hill, and I got a little carriage back up in there and stuff like that. This back part over here I'm gonna save to do till later. So I just got a little bit done with putting in the things, and I figured that could be part of the build on the other side of that. So anyway, that is it for this build. Hopefully you enjoyed how it turned out. Hopefully you liked it. I will see you guys on the next one. Have a wonderful day. Take care, guys. Bye.